All right, here we are. This is Dual Cast Drafts with Clay and Michael. We are
Oh,
in round two. We just won the die roll again. Lucky us.
and we're on fire for these die rolls.
2 for 2. We'll play first. Ooh, yikes. I think we're going to have to mulligan this one lander, though.
Yeah.
It is a tri-land, but it's really only a dual land for us.
And I mean,
We
we
don't even
don't
have
have
any
another
blue,
turn.
and yeah, it's just a mulligan all around. Oh, no.
Oh,
No
no.
lands. Man, we're playing 18 lands, too. This is rough.
That's very improbable. Improbable. All right. Got us there last time, so
Well, we have the Siege Rhino to just draw to again, so...
I think this is fine. Discern the Ancestor on turn one, kind of mitigates a lot of that problem.
Yeah, we just have to kind of hope that we can sit back and draw some stuff. We'll see what our opponent's playing here. Blue, okay.
All right. Nice.
Interesting. Do we play the Backwater or do we play the Forest and Outlast? Kind of the same question as before, but this time we have a 3-drop that we could play.
I think you want that 3-drop on turn 3 if you can get it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's just play the Backwater. If we draw a basic land next turn, we'll be upset, but whatever.
It's a basic island, right?
That's true. That's the only thing. We don't even have that many basic islands. Like one
Right.
or two. Smoke Teller. Our opponent's
gonna look
blue,
more.
green. Could be Teamer, could be Sultai, could be 5-color. So do we just drop the Wind Scout? I think so.
Yeah, I think that start attacking as soon as possible is the way to go.
Right, because we can just kind of block with the Ancestor and get in the air.
Yeah.
I like that plan. Just hunker down until we get Siege Rhino mana.
Oh yeah. One of these days, someone's gonna deal with that siege rhino, and we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh, Clay.
Oh, Michael.
You know what's great is that we're going to play this pre-combat and trigger prowess.
Uh,
Isn't that an
That's
awesome
awesome.
play?
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, so we're going to get a 4/4 and get in for a 3 in the air. Unless he has the blue Dragon Eye Savant or whatever that can unflip for free.
Does that card have flying?
No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of the Monastery Flock has flying, but that costs mana to unflip.
Yeah.
All right, I like that turn. That was fun.
Suddenly, his 5-lander isn't looking so bad.
If we didn't do it quite on curve, but we kind of, we did it.
Oh,
At least. We accomplished our goal.
The dream is alive.
By the way, look at that token. Doesn't that look sweet? That Spirit Warrior.
Awesome. I love this sand theme. I can't remember his name. The Abzan Lord that gives a lifelink.
The
He's
Abzan
also
Guide.
no, the Outlast Lord that gives a lifelink.
Battle Priest, I think.
Yeah, that art is also sweet.
We got our Siege Rhino mana. Can't use it this turn.
Awesome.
I think the play here is just going to be to swing in with the Wind Scout, play the Cove, and morph the Bondkin.
Sounds good to me.
We can't really attack him with the Spirit Warrior, but he holds the ground pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, there's maybe... Yeah, I don't think Outlasting is good. And then Outlasted Disowned Ancestor can block that Alpine Grizzly, but I don't really think that's a concern at this point.
Yeah, and we're going to gain a life, and we can block with a morph if we want to trade. We can take a hit from the Grizzly. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, the Siege Rhino also will block that guy nicely.
Exactly. And gain life from taking a hit.
Yeah.
I like the Bondkin. We can maybe get in for some surprise damage.
Yeah.
Or the Krumar, yeah.
I mean, I'll probably, at this point, block with that.
Interesting. Attacking him with the morph. And he's going to flip. It's unblockable. Okay. The race is on.
We are ahead in the race currently, and we'll soon be much further ahead.
That's the plan. Ooh, Sultai Flare 2 is sweet.
Jeez. We're just getting gifts today, Michael.
Yeah, we've this is the second time now that we've just mulliganed really far down and just drawn hotness off the top.
Also, this is the third game of 3 that we've seen the Siege Rhino.
And the flare. So I think that we attack in with the Wind Scout and play the Rhino, right?
Can't argue with that. Well, we have a lot of more toughness creatures for that Sultai Flare.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be very hard. We're going to gain a ton of life. It's possible our opponent has Disdainful Stroke here, in which case we're going to be very sad. Nope.
Yeah. Looks like he doesn't have it, though.
He does not. No, he's going to sack his embodiment. I wonder, he's probably going to pull up his third color. We'll see if he's Teamer. It looks, I would bet he's Teamer if I had to guess with the Grizzly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Called it. It's not super hard to tell with like these 4 opening cards, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're all like fine, so they could have been Sultai.
I'm actually, to be honest, I'm glad that he's Teamer because Sultai means like I'm worried about many more like removal spells.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we're just worried about what, like the punch.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what he has. He's got 3 cards left. Next turn, are we going to be able to attack in with the Rhino? Not exactly sure. It'll really just depend what he plays, but
He'll trade if we do, you know. I think it depends on his attacks, I guess, but
okay, attacks him with the Grizzly. The question is, do we just like trade this, like make this trade here? He might have a trick or something, but it might be worth it just to get it out of his hand.
yeah, do you think it's better to block with the warrior? So then if he does have a trick, at least we gain 4 life. Oh, we don't have the player in play, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd still do it. I don't think we can take 7 damage, you know.
We maybe can actually and just swing back in, but I've already blocked, so he probably has some kind of an answer here.
Dragon Scale Boom, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it had to be something that untapped or like put another creature into play because he was leaving himself a little too open.
Yeah.
That's nice because if we hadn't blocked there, he was just going to get us anyways, like when we
Right.
attack in.
That's true.
Because now he has a 6/4.
Yeah, I'm partial to playing the player and attacking with the warrior.
Yeah, we can probably attack with the Wind Scout and the Warrior. And yeah, we'll play the Flare out just so that we gain the life if he decides to block. Oh man, he's got the Scatter Essence, like the Teamer. Oh no, just Teamer. Oh.
He chose a different one, huh?
Did
Oh, that makes sense though. So now we can't attack with the warrior though.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Yeah, we just have to swing him with the Wind Scout. Man, I spoke too soon when I said I wasn't afraid of the Teamer removal.
Yeah, that one's just pretty solid. Like, pretty solid little.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like, it only was able to do that because he used a whole nother card to boost up his Grizzly first.
Right,
I mean,
that's true.
I mean, he got a card out of the boon as well from our
right.
Like, it
would have been a 2-for-1 on himself if he had just done it without the boon, you know. It still would have killed the Grizzly.
That's true.
Or the Rhino, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Right, because they would have still gotten the +2/+2 for Ocean Trigger. But you know what I mean, it's like more of a setup cost. That Monastery Flock's going to be good against us, probably. Yeah, unfortunately he has the unblockable guy, so if he just keeps swinging in here and he hams up our air offense, then we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Indeed.
Very reliant on our top decks here.
It's not such a bad draw.
Yeah, the issue is that, like, what do we do here? We attack him with the Spirit Warrior. He's just going to block with the Flock.
Well, and the Wind Scout, right?
Yeah.
Can't block both of them.
Yeah, I guess that's what we have to do. Then he either blocks with the Flock, takes 2, trades with the Grizzly, or chomps with the Smoke Teller, or just takes 4.
Yeah, at least when you play that Mandrills, you'll have a blocker for the Alpine Grizzly.
Yeah.
It's not the best.
That's kind of like our only really option here.
Yeah, I mean, we get in 2 damage this way, right? And he's only at 8.
Yeah, it's probably worth it. We also are going to gain life if he like decides to.
Do that.
This is unfortunate. He probably has another trick.
Well, he'll be on top decks, so
No
he does
trick.
not.
That's interesting. Maybe he just has another fatty.
Yeah. But I mean, we've got another 4/4, so
Yeah.
traded it to clear the way for him. So
Our opponent has 2 cards in hand, and we have none. Jeskai Elder, okay. It's not super
probably a draw
scary.
here, huh?
Bivouac. Awesome. Didn't attack with the Mystic that turn. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
He's probably just afraid of us beating down. Because we could just do the same attack with the 4/4 and the 2/1 if he attacked him with the Mystic, but now we can't really.
I mean, the 4/4 trades with 2 of his creatures if he decides to double block to kill it, right? Like,
That's true. He doesn't have a double, but unless he has tricks.
I mean, he probably has tricks, right? Like,
But is that still our play? I think it might be.
if he had tricks, wouldn't he have played them last turn?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna make that attack.
I mean, you could have Surek Dragonclaw.
No, we can't cast it. Isn't it? Oh no, it's 5. You're right. I thought it was 6.
Kind of unlikely. Here it comes.
Yeah, don't say that, man. You're just gonna jinx us. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna double block. I'm fine with that if he just wants to trade 2 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, happily. 2 for 1 and we gain 4
And
life.
we gain life. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Oh, I forgot to outlast with the disowned ancestors, but I probably should have done there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Worst things have happened.
Plays a morph. He might be just like sandbagging a land at this point. We never really know. Oh, feeder resistance is gonna be nice.
That's real nice.
So I think what we're gonna do is just attack him with the Flayer and the Scout, and then we can protect the Flayer with the feed of resistance.
Sounds good to me. If he decides to double block to kill that, then we're really happy.
If he double blocks, we can still use feed of resistance.
That's what I mean. Like, we
yeah.
can feed a resistance and get a blowout.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So the question is, what color do we name? Probably green.
I think green. Right? He wouldn't have double blocked if he could turn up his morph to kill.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Hadn't considered that. If only this prowess trigger was enough to like kill the monastery flock, this would be insane.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that was an awesome play. All right, let's not forget to outlast this time.
Seems like a good choice. Yeah, I know how many fear from that monastery flock.
Man, we've kind of clawed our way back into this game from the Mulda 5 or 4 or whatever it was. Did our opponent just pass the turn? Wow. Top deck another land. That's unfortunate. Do we just swing with the team here? I don't really see how he punishes us for that.
Neither do I. I mean, if he has a removal spell, then he has a removal spell.
Maybe we hold this own ancestor back just to outlast with it again, just because that seems sweet. I like.
Yeah.
It's just better. It's going to do more damage over even a couple turns as a spending 1 turn to go up to 2 power.
Yeah, I mean, coming in now as opposed to outlasting him 1 more time just keeps our clock basically exactly the same, right?
Yeah, if you just get in the additional time.
Yeah, but we have a better blocker if we have to block.
I mean, this thing, like, once this thing becomes a 3/7, it's, like, pretty dangerous, actually. Oh, big Nux.
Big Nux.
I'm not sure if that's going to be enough here, because we still have this flying creature that he can't really deal with.
I mean,
This guy's very strong though. We can't really attack on the ground. But even once this guy
No.
becomes a 3/7, the big Nux's ability can't boost him up
Right.
enough to kill the ancestor at least.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of got to stop for now, though, doesn't he?
He stops our ground attack. Oh, but he has the flying blocker still. I guess he is going to stall us here.
Right.
Yeah, so hopefully we can draw something useful here. Oh no, Sultai Charm. Sultai Charm is still useful because we're going to be able to use it to destroy his monastery flock. But it's a little sad because, you know, destroy monocolored creature, obviously. Savage Knucklebite is the exact opposite of that.
Right.
But we can still, well, I mean, what we couldn't do, I think our play is just Sultai Charm, pre-combat, trigger prowess, swing in for 3 in the air.
I like it. And then outlast the disowned ancestor.
Yep. If he swings in with big Nux, we just take it. We don't really care about that. He can't really swing in with big Nux. He has to hold back the blocker.
Right. If he swings in with big Nux, he'll lose the game.
Yeah. Big Nux. I like that nickname. That's a nice one.
Yeah, thank you, Marshall Sutcliffe.
Is he? I don't think he's the one who invented it, is he?
He's the only one I've ever heard say it.
I hear people use it online all the time. It's possible that he invented it. Who knows where these nicknames come from?
He definitely said it in his set review, I believe.
Yeah, he did. I just don't know if he read it from other people or if other people were getting it from him. Either is very equally possible, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we actually still have a game on the board next turn, don't we? Because he can't block.
Yeah, he's just...
Yeah. Nice.
All right, playing a teamer deck there. It seems like they were very heavy, just blue-green.
Yeah.
Splashing red for just like a couple bombs, like the Savage Knuckleblade. So they have a pretty consistent deck.
Indeed.
But it didn't seem to have too much just like super high power in it.
No.
We also got just spectacularly lucky with our draws there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see anything that might be like a valuable sideboard against him?
I mean, maybe the Krumar. I don't know what it really would replace.
Yeah, let's just run it back. I like our deck, how it is.
Yeah, I can see an argument for Krumar over Bell Strike, but probably 6 of 1 half dozen of the G's.
This just keeps happening to us, huh?
Yeah. Can't really complain, though.
No lands, mull the 6. That's the game of Magic. the classic 5 lands and a morph. This is always the question. This is 5 lands, but we have all our colors. Do we keep it?
It's like if we draw more lands, we're really just very unhappy.
But if we draw spells, we're going to be able to cast them. And we're on the draw. This is really a toss of the dice, and I think we're just going to keep it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back down to 4. I don't see us winning another one of those games.
No, we got so lucky in that last game.
Yeah. Ghost Fireblade! No! That's not the play that we want to see. I'm glad that we drew the Disowned Ancestor, though, even though we can't play it the first turn. Yeah, but Ghost Fireblade turn 1 is, like, pretty strong. There's not very many, like, good 1-drops, and Ghost Fireblade is, like, an aggressive 1-drop. Now he's going to be able to... Even if he just next turn equips Smoke Teller and smashes in for 4, that's going to be so strong because we can't even block with the Disowned Ancestor.
That's very good. I see your Smoke Teller and raise you 1 Smoke Teller.
So I think we're going to just play a tap land and play the Disowned Ancestor.
I agree.
So we're likely not going to be able to block either way, so...
Right.
Alright, well, at least we haven't drawn lands yet. That's good.
Geez, let's hope this morph is a Mystic of the Hidden Way, huh? Oh, he's just activating.
Yeah, he's going to equip and attack, and we're just not going to be able to block, unfortunately.
Nah.
Okay, Sultai Flare, that's good.
Definitely.
Here, I think we just want to play out a morph, maybe? Or maybe we just tap land a Smoke Teller. No, we can't even do that.
Tap land Outlast the Ancestor.
Yeah, maybe we just want to play out the Bondkin morphed.
I think
Oh,
you're
but
right.
if we Outlast the Ancestor...
Yeah, you can block. But,
yeah, but I've already played out this forest. We might do that next turn.
yeah. Who knows how long that will last, also. The 4/4 Smoke Tower, like, it's not unlikely that this next turn is swing with the Smoke Tower, play more, attach the Ghost Blade to that more.
That's true.
At least this guy didn't get those secret plans and Trail of Mysteries, huh?
That would have been pretty deadly. Scaldkin with the Ghost Fireblade is going to be very strong. That's not good.
Yikes.
So I'm not really sure what our play should be here.
Neither am I.
We're in a pretty tricky situation.
Yeah. So we have Tapwind, Alpine Grizzly. We have.
I think we need to play out the Smoke Teller and the Forest and Outlast the Ancestor.
That's what I was leaning towards, but I mean.
Then he's likely just going to Ghost Fireblade on the Scaldkin.
Right.
And then we just don't really have a way to deal with that, but we don't know a way to deal with that, so we just have to kind of accept that and see if we can find something out later.
Hope we draw that Charm to blow up that Ghost Fire Blade. Could have probably gotten in there.
Yeah, I thought about attacking here, but I'm going to hold it back because this way, if he does decide to just attack him with a Smoke Teller, we can double block if we have to. Because we can't really take another 4 damage.
Right.
It's not really ideal, but like these guys can't do much against Skullkin anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just going to get beat down by our opponent here.
Did you double block here?
Yeah, we have to, unfortunately. Pretty sad for us. Pretty sweet 2 for our opponent. Oh,
Yeah.
If he plays Big Nux, I'm going to be so upset. Morph is still bad, actually, because he just gets to equip the Ghost Fireblade.
I would not be surprised if that's the Mystic Ring.
It's very possible. Ooh, Kindred Invocation is pretty sweet.
That's actually awesome. As long as that's not the Mystic. That is.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to play that.
Maybe Outlast the dude first.
Oh,
Make
that's
him
true.
Mystic.
No, we only have 1 black mana. Oh, so maybe we should play the Flare out this turn then. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really change our ability to... actually, I have to wait for this.
No, it's not like we were going to be swinging in with that dude anyways.
I'm going to try and play a little fast here because we're running behind on the clock, and if we lose this game, we're going to be going to game 3.
I agree with that. I will try to fill the dead air as best I can.
Oh, no.
Yikes. Alright, well that's pretty bad for us.
Yeah,
He's coming from the scoreboard here. See if he flips it. He did not. Here's Big Nux. That was a joke.
Well, you know, if you just predict it every time, then
One of these days he's gonna have to
you're
play
going to get it right.
it.
All right. right. I mean, we just play our stuff, but it's not really going to do us much good.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have blockers for that 4/4.
That's true, but like we have all these things. Nothing has reach, so he's just going to pop the blade on the Skullkin and then kill us in 2 turns in the air is the issue here.
I think he can do it in 1 turn, can't he? No, it's only 2 damage from his that ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a good spot for us at all.
Nope.
No,
That's what you get for taking a slow hand, and then when they start off with Ghost Fireblade as well, it's rough.
I mean, almost every game where they start off with Ghost Fireblade is a hard one.
Yeah.
Very good card. It's like very similar to I can remember Bone Splitter.
Yeah. Yep. We just
more of a bonus. It's like Bone Splitter plus if you have a morph. So the Mandrills comes down, and we lose the game on the crackback. Hopefully he attacks him with... No, that won't do it. Hopefully he kills one of our big creatures for some reason.
Maybe he just... Sometimes if you tap your mana wrong and then you right-click and you accidentally click Concede Game. That's happened to me before, So he could do that. You gotta play to your outs, and that's our out.
You gotta play to your outs.
Our out is that he misclicks and accidentally concedes the game. All right, so we're going to game 3. Back on the play, which I like against him. Just gotta kind of hope that he doesn't see Ghost Fireblade. We don't. I mean, now do we sideboard Naturalize in against Ghost Fireblade? Did we see any other enchantments or artifacts?
No, we did not.
But it's just so strong that it almost feels worth it. Like, take out Singing Bell Strike and put in Naturalize? What do you think?
So, I mean, we know he also has Big Nux, right?
Yeah.
Big Nux is probably better suited for the Singing Bell Strike.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just leave it as is.
I don't know.
It's always kind of frustrating when you have a sideboard card for the specific thing and you just kind of realize that it's still not worth running it.
And we already have Sultai Charm in the gate board.
Oh, that's true. I completely forgot about Sultai Charm.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Then we definitely don't want to run Naturalize. I like having that option, though. I'd forgotten about that. I forgot we were even drawing to that in that last game.
Which we were.
But we should keep that in mind.
Wasn't like really an out once the game got out of hand.
No, of course not. But like if we see it, if we have it in our hand early in the game, we might want to think about holding on to it to take out. The Ghost Fireblade, I guess, isn't as big of a threat when it comes down later, though. It's just so devastating when it comes down on turn 1 and just like makes their 2-drop a 4/4.
It's still like good in the late game, though.
No, yeah, it's just not as devastating.
Right.
To the same degree, but it's still not bad.
It's not like you'll never be able to block this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get the old, Disowned Ancestor Kintry Invocation draw.
That's what we're hoping for. Let's go turn 1, Ancestor, turn 2, Kintry. Turn 3, Parapet, turn 4, Kintry.
Siege Rhino.
Oh, right, turn 4, Siege Rhino. Alright, Catapult, make your sideboard. Let's play.
Yeah, come on, Catapult. What's your deal?
Who do you think you are?
Probably going to the bathroom or something stupid.
Ugh.
I know.
He's using his sideboard time instead of his round time.
Yeah,
That's smart. I do that too.
I mean...
Yeah, we do have to keep in mind we're substantially actually behind on the clock here, like by 7 minutes or so.
Speed will be the key.
Yeah, I got to keep that in mind because it sucks losing for the clock. All right, we're gonna play first.
Yes.
Okay, we have land and spells. That's insane.
And Siege Rhino.
And Siege Rhino. That's even insaner. I think we're gonna keep this because we have 3 mana and a morph in Siege Rhino colors.
And Bitter Revelation as well.
Yeah. Pretty happy with his hand, actually.
It's good. We don't have the mana for Singing Bell Strike, but
Yeah,
beggars can't be choosers, you know?
we'll find the blue.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Speaking of which, all 4 colors of mana.
Hooray! That's what they need to name next is the 4-color pairs, you know? Quartets.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta hand it to the set. Like you really can draft anywhere from like 2 to 5 colors pretty well.
Oh, yeah. This set is very awesome. And it's got Morph, which everybody always loves. No Willbender reprint, unfortunately, though.
Yeah, boohoo. So what do you think the play here is? Alpine Grizzly or Morphing Glacial Stalker?
Alpine Grizzly doesn't really block profitably with a Smoke Teller.
Neither does a morphed Glacial Stalker, but the Alpine Grizzly smashes in if he attacks in, you know?
Is he really going to attack into the Alpine? I guess he might.
He might if he thinks he's the aggressive.
Yeah, let's go with the Alpine Grizzly.
Like, the thing is, I don't really want to block with either of them, so they both die. So they're pretty similar, honestly, at this point in the game. So maybe we should have just played out the Glacial Stalker so that we can unmorph it later, but like it's kind of nice to morph, turn 3 morph, turn 4 Siege Rhino, turn 5 unmorph. Gives us turn 5 2 4/5s, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that is.
Considering he has this Grizzly here. He probably attacks him with the Smoke Teller here, right? No, he doesn't. He holds it back. Okay.
Interesting. So,
do we just slam the Rhino?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely has ways to remove it, you know, and he has the colors for Team Return, but like, oh well, the trigger is good by itself.
Yep. Slamming rhinos all day. Alright, Skullkin. That looks like a potential target for a Bell Strike. Ooh, we're at 25. Kindred Invocation is going to be a 5/5, which is pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. So maybe, I kind of like Bell Striking the Alpine Grizzly because that gets your Siege Rhino in.
Bell Strike the Grizzly, swing with the team, play Kindred Invocation. How does that sound as a battle plan?
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, I think that is the play.
The Skullkin is looking much less threatening now that we're at 26.
Exactly.
I mean, he'll trade, but he'll trade. That's the way it goes.
That's fine, man. That's one less thing for him to chump our 5/5 we're about to make with.
The exact Mundo. I mean, he could have always that. If we spell struck that Skullkin, he would just sack it and kill that thing anyways.
Exactly.
Not a bad attack. I like that guy can really block profitably.
Big Nux. Please don't be Big Nux. Oh no,
Oh, he did the thing. He punched us.
Yeah, he played Savage Punch.
Oh well. Oh whoa.
What did he do? Oh, Set Adrift, Savage Punch. Wow.
That's good. Attendance.
Put a target non-land permanent on the top of its owner's library. Why did we not just draw it then? Oh, because it was a counter.
Target, bro.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's very strong. That's unfortunate for us. Do we just play the Shambling Attendants here? I think that's probably our best bet to get back on the board.
Yeah. It'll hold the board down nicely when we bid a Revelation next turn also.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because we had a pretty dominating board presence there.
Yeah, you know, he had to burn a bunch of cards to do that, though.
Yeah.
None of them were 2-for-1s. In fact, one was a 2-for-1 for us.
we're looking at 6 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock.
Indeed.
To his
Plenty of time to win this game.
to his 14. He's gonna swing in with the Skulkin here.
What does he got?
He's got 2 cards in his hand. He's got 6 mana, all his colors. Unclear.
Shambling Attendants doesn't care about that big Nux at all.
No, not really.
I mean,
That's
he'll trade
nice.
with it, but for 6 mana.
Mm-hmm. All right, Catapult. You got me all anxious. I want to see what you're gonna do. Nothing. That's what he's gonna do. Ooh, Armament Core. That's nice.
That's awesome.
So the question is, do we slam Armament Core? Do we attack in? Do we play Bitter Rev first? Like, he might be sitting on a counter spell. I kind of think we just play Armament Core
I agree.
before combat and then just put both the counters on the Shambling.
Yeah. That gives us quite a nice little clock there.
Or maybe put one on the Armament Core itself. Make a 5/5 and a 4/5.
4/7 deals with big Nux forever.
Oh, that's true. We'll make the 4/7 then. That makes more sense. Playing around Big Nux.
Yeah, man. It's like one out here, right? And that's not even really an out.
I mean, he's still at 13. He has plenty of things to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. But I mean, that would certainly stabilize him over there for a little while, but now it does not.
Looks like our opponent took the 5. That's always good.
He doesn't really have any good way of dealing with a
Look at
5/7.
that.
Just scoop there.
Scoop
I don't
right
know
there.
about that.
He's probably like sitting on 2 lands or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I always think it's better to just play it out, but you know,
Right.
people get frustrated when they don't have lands. All right, so that was round 2. Some interesting games there. We played our way out of some really tight mulligans. Oh, our opponent has disconnected. Oh, well, it's just because he just conceded and disconnected.
Right.
Yeah, played our way out of some tight mulligans and had an interesting game here as well. So we'll see you in the finals. All right.